So we landed in Harare, and Kayla picked us up. Kayla and Dex and Scotty, I guess, picked up Ed and Dana and Eric and I. And Harare is not for the faint of heart. You asked me about big game hunting. Harare was probably more terrifying than any of the actual hunting we've done.
As far as the driving?
As far as the driving, yes. We obviously were on the wrong side of the road the whole time. And the dotted line in Harare goes on forever. There is no solid line. It's free will passing. And whew, that ride from the airport to Amanzi was intense.
You had to take a shot of what they call ass juice. I'm like, what are you saying? And they're like, ass juice. I'm like, I am not drinking anything that's called ass juice.
Something that's titled that can't be good for you.
And whatever it was, I mean, it burnt going in, it burnt my eyebrows.
They deemed it right.
My ears were screaming. And I was like, oh, and it burnt for 2 days. I'm like, what is that stuff? And they go, yeah, we don't drink it. I'm like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And then lost her.
Lost her.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did you drink it?
Yeah. Here's the Eric shooting the leopard in the daylight.
Daylight. Yeah.
There's a hint of chili in there as well.
Daylight.
There's a hint
Daylight.
of chili in there.
Just so I let you know.
You sip it, or you have to just sip
Like a
it.
shooter.
It's really good.
You shoot her down? Oh, that is good.
I mean, there's worse ways to have vegetables, right?
Good morning, Ed and Dana from New Mexico. Our first trip to Africa. We're so excited. It's been a dream ever since I was a little boy, and just very, very excited to be with Buchanan hunts, and then just a thrill. It's been just a great adventure so far. Looking forward to it.
I have nothing else to say. Just excited to be here as well.
Well, I'm Debbie, and Michelle is just so excited for me. I'm getting there, you know. I'm not the, demonstrative, excited individual that goes on a hunt. But anyway, it's going to be a blast. Really looking forward to seeing the video from Ed and Dana's hunt, and Eric's excited enough for all of us. And
the next hunting party coming.
I'm really glad we're almost there, because he's stressed all of us out trying to get here, making sure we have all the I's dotted and T's crossed. But anyway, yeah, it's been a great trip so far, and we're looking forward to the next step.
Yes.
I'm all pumped for the Biltong in a few hours. So.
All right, I'm Eric, and these are our friends, and they've always dreamed about going to Africa. And so when we planned this trip with Dalton and York Safaris through Buchanan Hunts, they wanted to come along, but they're doing more plains game. I've been to Namibia a couple times on plains game hunts, and this is our big dream hunt. We're doing Cape buffalo, leopard, tuskless, crocodile, hippo, and anything else that the bush provides. So we're super excited. We've met York a couple of times, certainly know Michelle and Chad very well, and so we're ready to rock and roll. So if you guys are ready, let's go.
Well, wait a minute, you forgot the jackal and hyena.
Debbie is shooting a jackal and a hyena and a bushbuck and an eland.
and zebra.
Oh,
Zebra.
Well, we'll see.
Dana also.
Yeah, we'll see.
The elusive zebra.
Right.
Reba.
Survived?
Survived.
What did you think?
Oh my gosh.
The absolute worst road I've ever been on in my entire life. Congratulations to Zimbabwe.
That was a rough one. Phew. Finally, when we turned into the national park, it was
Smooth out. But
then
no,
it was back.
we're here, and if you look over our shoulder is the first hippos we've ever seen in the wild in our lives. Those are certainly on the list. And so we're ready to go.
people.
Sure.
How are you doing? You well?
I'm doing well. Doing well.
Big man? You strong?
Good to see you.
Good to see you. You ready?
It's good to be here. Yes, sir.
Excellent.
Thank you for having us.
Absolute pleasure. It's going to be fun. A lot of things moving at the moment.
Including us apparently, because you're already loaded up. This is my first free range hunt in Africa, and so we were looking forward to the big game species we were hunting, primarily hippo, crocodile, leopard, tuskless elephant, and buffalo.
One of the struggles of the drought here. Lots more poaching than what we'd normally deal with. Tight. He broke the tree and then pulled the... and just got to a point where he couldn't go anymore.
Certainly not how we wanted to see our first one.
Reality of a very hard year. Andy, let's go. Not good.
Hey everybody, we made it. We're the last step to be able to begin the hunt. So our 2-hour drive was what, 3.5?
It's the 3-hour tour.
Hello. How are you? Good. Selena?
Yes,
Selena. I'm Eric Deb.
So Sanina looks after the camp, along with Arthur. Arthur's our cook.
Hello Arthur. Supper ready?
Yeah, almost ready.
We're hungry.
Yeah.
Hungry and tired.
I'm here to sit.
Scotty threw away our lunch, so.
Alright. Okay.
Lions dinner do.
So you're normal.
Right.
Selena.
Arthur.
I'm Eric and Debbie.
So this is where we'll have dinner and sit around the fire and talk about what's happening.
Nice.
It's called the Sabi Star.
That's really
Just
pretty.
really look at that thing. Okay, here comes a ram impala up the hill.
Yeah, I see.
Second one. But this is like a zoo.
Can I pour anyone water?
Yes, please.
We call it tomato sauce. Tomato sauce, sorry, like Mr. Stanza would tell me. And then this is a fruit chutney from South Africa, it's very famous there.
For.
And these are hot sauces.
Okay.
This is a sweet chili sauce.
So for me, I was coming to experience Africa obviously for the first time, and you know, wasn't 100% sure what I was gonna go after as we embarked on this safari, but I was really looking forward to being able to see a lot of the plains game and of course the big game as well.
Okay, so guys, welcome to the Omay. We collected everyone yesterday. We came up to the flight camp in the northeast of the concession. We're on what we call the Mackenzie Peninsula, and we're going to be looking for tuskless, buffalo, hippo, crocodile, and a leopard. Hopefully we have one leopard on bait at the moment, and he has been coming in daylight, so we'll keep our fingers crossed, and hopefully he does come in daylight. We'll hear from the young man across at the main camp today and see if he's come back. At the moment we're going to shoot the rifles and then go and look for a hippo, a few impala, and get some more baits up. What do you guys think?
I'm ready, other than I'm so excited I walked out of camp without my binos, so we're going to shoot the rifles real quick and go back and get my binos. So
I think
Apologies to all my hunters who I ever gave a hard time about forgetting. Apologies to all my hunters who I ever gave a hard time about forgetting something.
I think it's just excuse
Breakfast
to
was
go back for another
amazing this morning. It was so good. Thank you. Breakfast was amazing this morning. It was so good. Thank you, Arthur.
Yes. Well,
Awesome.
Debbie, what are you looking
I'm going to
for?
be able to shoot with the hippo.
Well,
So I'm excited about that. I'm going to be able to
if
shoot
it-
with
if
the
it
hippo.
works.
So I'm
Situational
excited about that.
ethics.
So no, it's
If
a
it-
beautiful
if it
morning.
works.
Situational excellence.
Woke up at
Ethics.
midnight and listened
No, it's
to
a
the
beautiful
hippos,
morning.
and
So
woke up at midnight
ready to go.
and listened
to the hippos, and so yeah, ready to go. This is a 300 Win Mag, and she's actually has a name. This is Kate. She's been to Namibia. She's been to British Columbia. She's killed many elk in New Mexico. So this is not her first rodeo.
The last time someone had a muzzle break and left a very beautiful black mark on the hood.
Right on your hood.
Yeah.
That was quicker than I intended.
Good to go.
Shooting a 375 JRS, which is just a wildcat version of the 375.
I think we're good to go. Looks like it's a
Yeah, we're good. I hit it?
Yes.
Nothing in the tube. Okay. Okay.
We have a young sniper with us here. That is some of the best shooting I've seen in a long time.
Awesome.
Unbelievable, well done.
She, the first shot on the very first one was only fair warning to the rest of the herd.
Oh, wow. Well, this morning we came out, we tested the weapons. Everyone was on paper, nothing wrong with the guns. And then we came out looking for bait, and I'll let the little sniper here carry on with what happened.
So we spotted some impala. Actually, the tall guys saw some over the top of the grass, over the shorter folks.
Where I got in trouble.
It's the only thing I've seen first all day, so let's be clear.
That's true. But we made a stalk on that one, and things didn't go the way I had planned. I was not comfortable, and York didn't tell me to take my time that time, so I'll throw that one back on him. So anyway, there were several more out here. We're out on what are we on a peninsula?
On a peninsula, yeah.
And we came out looking for hippo, like you said. And anyway, we went back into the bush and kind of made our way around, saw a couple bushbuck. The guinea fowl tried to bust us as we were coming out. But we got out to the edge of the bush, and it was, what were we,
370.
370 from the impala, and there was a whole bunch of open ground. So we decided we didn't have anything to lose, so we made a stalk. Fortunately, I didn't have to crawl on my butt. Thank you very much. And we got to, what'd you say the first one was?
174.
174. And I dropped the first one. Okay, we'll just leave it at that. I dropped the first one. And the second one took forever to turn broadside. And he was at how far?
About the same.
About the same. Then we decided we needed a little more bait. And
His buddy,
he took off and just kind of was bounding and just took a long time to stop. Ended up being 381. So anyway, 1, 2, 3. We're ready to go set baits now, I guess.
That we are. We're on the board.
We're on the board. You bet. Thank you. That was awesome.
Absolute pleasure. Well done, guys.
It was pretty intimidating for me because my wife made a 381-yard shot on her third impala, and then I knew the pressure was going to be on.
I don't like how high it is.
Yeah.
It's very high. And some cats here, there's so many impala, they'll walk and go, that's hard work. So we're going to move it onto this branch, or hang it above, and the cat will feed on this branch. And then when it eats nicely, then we'll make it so that it sits nice for the shot. And the blind will put in through there. Yeah. Then up. Yeah. That's it.
It's a very interesting process.
Very, very interesting process. Yeah. They talk about the bob method. So you have your bait, your obstacle, and then your blind. So whether it's a road or a ravine or a river or something, you want something between you and the cat to distract them, is what York was saying. So that's the setup that we have here.
We wanted to do it cut the streams, but there were too many elephants.
Yes.
Over there.
Apparently elephants aren't enough of an obstacle or something. I don't know. But Zito and I cleared out the brush for shooting lanes, so if the leopard comes in here, that's already done. All we gotta do is set up the blind and brush it in. So we have already set one up, which you probably saw earlier, and then this one, and then we have one more to set up. I don't know how far from here, but he said just on the other side of the next couple of ridges, I guess, and just try to get this leopard that they've been patterning, get him cut off, and utilize Debbie's harvest from this morning. So all 3 impala. So that means tomorrow we need to get some more, I guess, or a zebra, or try harder for a hippo.
I am fascinated by the tools. They are not, they're extremely sharp, but they are not modern tools for sure.
We haven't had Makani flies all day.
No, well, not like this.
Not like this.
These are.
But when they start crawling in my ears and my nose and my eyes, I'm putting the head net on.
Ready for the second day.
Second day, we got 3 baits hung up yesterday from Debbie's 3 Impala. Saw tons of buffalo tracks. So that's the plan for today, is to head out after buffalo and then run them around for a bit and then go check the leopard baits. So excited for day 2.
About 20 to 30 of them, maybe a bit less. Buffalo. Some big duggerwood tracks. It's going to make sure they haven't gone over this way, but it looks like they've gone towards the lake, the back. Yeah, these are cows. Yeah. Get on them before the wind changes too much off the lake. We just had the buffalo run from us. There's a bit of moon still and they obviously bedded down pretty close.
Now we know which direction they're heading.
Yeah,
Into the wind right now, too.
that's good. Yeah, right there. They're right through the back. You'll just see a black spot right through the end. Nice buffalo. Can you hear the birds? The oxpeckers. Let's leave them and look for others. They're just going in the thick stuff. I'll keep just pushing them. Nasty thorns, eh?
I chose wisely not wearing my shorts today.
Yeah, you get torn up. Right. You got one in the chamber.
We then kind of backed out and let them rest for the rest of the day and went and hung some leopard baits. Came back, picked up 2 Duggaboy tracks and worked our way in. About 90 minutes later, we found them in a river bottom and they had kind of merged with the herd. The tracking ability of these trackers is mind-boggling.
Wait, don't you? Come on. No, that's another one. Come on. Come.
Good shot. Reload. That's him. That's him. That's him. Put another one. Quickly. Okay, can you see him? Just put one in for good luck. Okay, it's down. That is a beautiful buffalo, big guy. Well done. How are the bosses on him? Wow, and just that whole stalk and everything. Good fun, well done.
Good fun.
Well earned. You.
Híjole.
Well done. Mahombe. Good shooting. Must run in the marriage.
Yeah, I learned it from her.
Good dog. Good dog. Okay, reload your magazine, please. We'll do high fives just now.
Okay. hold on, let me get loaded.
Wait. Get back.
Good shot.
Reload. Oh. That's him. Put another one. Quickly. And come around on the top of him, not going up here. Move the sunny boy. See his bosses, he's looking around. Wind us straight. Okay, load it up. Start. Maybe just come around behind Scott. Get into this gap here. He's watching. Come forward. You can see under his horn. You can put one in the head, between his eyes. Okay, that didn't work. Hit him. That'll do him. They're tough, eh? I think that did it. Let's reload your magazine. That didn't work. Hit him. That'll do him. That's the death bellow. Wait a little bit. Well done. Very well composed. Very calm. Your barrel is very hot though.
I think I hit him every time.
Oh, absolutely. They're just tough, and after that first time, second shot, then he had his adrenaline spiked, and then when they get their adrenaline
that
up.
first shot, I thought I
That
crushed him.
first shot hit him hard. You could see the blood coming out the point of the shoulder.
You said put it right on that point of that shoulder.
You hit him perfectly. When he stood on in the river at the bottom,
Yeah.
you could see the blood.
And
But whilst you see them, before they get into this stuff and we're losing light, get him down.
as long as I could see him, I was putting bullets in him.
That's what it's about. Wants to kick me in the shin.
Dundee.
Congratulations, sir, on a beautiful buffalo. Very well done.
Thank you, thank you.
That's a pleasure.
Come here, babe. What are you crying about?
Oh, I'm so proud of you.
Oh. That's what we came here to do. One half of it, anyway.
Wow. That's all I can say is wow.
Oh my Lord.
And his drops are stunning.
What a day.
Yeah.
Been on buffalo all day.
We started at 6:51 this morning.
Yeah.
And it's 5:50 or 4:58 right now.
Hey?
Now, how are you going to get him out of here? That's what I know. That's what you came for, right?
That's it.
That boss.
Ah, that's an incredible buffalo. Bosses, the drop, everything about him.
Mass clear the end.
Okay, well, we've been on buffalo all morning and this afternoon.
Yep.
This morning they gave us a slip. They got into some thick stuff. We decided to finish checking baits and head for lunch. Whilst we were having lunch, we were looking at some hippo, but there were no bulls out on land. And then we came back to these buffalo that we had left. Of course, the midday and the heat and everything, all the wind was all over the place. And whilst we were tracking them, we weren't long, and then they bust. They ran down into this river system, which you'll see on the video. and then we spotted them, and Mr. Eric will tell you the rest.
Well, we'd been on buffalo all day, and I only caught a glimpse of them once or twice. The rest of the time we just heard them going away.
Yeah.
But once they got down in that river bottom, we could see them. But that wind, of all the places I've ever hunted, I've never seen wind as fickle as this. It's going this way and that way and this way. But once we got down to the river, the wind kind of came down the river.
Over this little gully here.
And these Dugga boys had gotten in with some cows and calves, and so we could see them, and we just kept on the top of the riverbank. And then the cows started to come out, and it was cow, 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 cow. And then he says, there's the bull, I think, with its head down. Cow walked in front of it, and he lifted his head, and all I could see was the right-hand side of him. And he said, as soon as you can see him, you take him. Yeah. And literally, a cow bumped him in the butt, and he took 3 steps forward. He said, right on the inside of the shoulder. And I put the first one in him, and as he turned, I jacked the second one in him, and everything just rolled down into the bottom of the river. And we ended up putting a few more in him. I could see him, and blood was pouring out of his nose. And
they're tough.
But we don't. It's like an elk. If they're still standing or moving, you put another one in them. And so we did. And I have dreamed about this moment. I'm 58, and I have dreamed of this moment my entire life. I want to thank my beautiful wife Debbie, who's here on this trip with us, and she taught me how to shoot, apparently, because she was 3 impala for 3 yesterday. And thank the good Lord, and thank my family and everybody else. I had 2 prayers for this hunt, and one of them was that we would get good video of the buffalo and not just see the corner of them and put it in that black spot and then never see it until we take pictures. So I think Scotty got some great video of it, and my second one is yet to come, and that's seeing a leopard in the daylight, even if it's not the one we shoot. Just being able to see a leopard in the daylight, which means
fingers crossed.
Now the buffalo is down, so we have several more things on the list, but leopard is obviously first and foremost. So thank you, Scotty. Thank you, York.
Absolute pleasure.
Thank your
Congratulations.
Team. The way those guys can track, holy smokes,
good,
man.
You don't see what they're looking at. They see all of them.
And my third prayer, I guess, was to make sure that everybody was safe and that we were able to get him down without tracking him. Would you say the other day, 51 kilometers you tracked one?
Sheesh.
We weren't doing that.
Thank you.
Here we go.
Thanks everyone involved.
Good morning. Just a special thanks to Dalton and York and Buchanan Hunts, Michelle and Chad. And wow, what a first couple of great days we've had with the impala the first day and the buff yesterday, and now we're looking for whatever, as they say over here, the bush will provide. Saw some elephant and zebra as we were recovering the buffalo, and we're going to head that way and hang some baits. And if we run into those, we'll go after those as well. But kudu, gristbuck, waterbuck, zebra, or elephant today. And then as soon as they tell us the cats are on the bait, we'll switch into leopard gear.
Wait.
Okay, good. That's very beautiful.
Did he just say I was fat?
Sorry?
Is that what he said? That I'm fat? I could pull that up there?
Did you say them that is fat?
Is that what he said?
Did you say them that is fat?
No, I didn't say that.
Leopard baiting at its finest. This is, we have a big cat back on bait and over in the Omay 1. The other cat with the snare on its neck is still coming into Omay 0. We put another bait up 90 minutes from here. We're putting up 3 baits for this cat at this intersection of these 2 roads. And we have another bait going for another cat on the other side of a ridge somewhere away from here. And then rechecking our baits that we put up with the Impala. They ought to be pretty stinky by now. And one of those 3, 4, 5 bait sets will start producing cats. And if all holds true and the cat in Omay 1 comes back tonight, then we pack up all of this, wash the truck, and head to the other camp, set up the blind, and sit for him tomorrow night. So we'll see what happens. Right here.
Thank you. Put that one in that case. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
God, I want you to undo all that work we already put into you.
Right. One more up, several more to go. Pleasure. Now we need a knife.
Keep an eye out for those horrible little critters. Cows and calves. Just come look. We're not shooting, just look. So the one looking at you, look between the eyes, you'll see there's a triangle. Pretty cool, huh? And that one. Those geese. Nymphuti. Let's go around like this. Yeah.
Every room too. I mean, I want everybody to shoot.
Get 'em.
So on day 2, we saw what York referred to as a dinosaur of a crocodile. And he said if you want to target a croc, that would be the one to target. And he estimated he was 15 feet long, but he was just huge all the way around.
He knows there's something going on. His eye is open. See how big his teeth are?
so we actually crawled within about 120 yards of him, but the ack-ack birds, he calls them, the
Plovers.
black-headed plovers, kind of gave us away, and he gave us the slip.
If there's ever a time to see a big croc, that's a big croc. You see his teeth? They're like that at the front. Can't win them all. Tomorrow's another day. That is a giant. Did you see his teeth?
No, I never got my eyes being as still as I could.
Takure. Support the community, but they don't support us. All thanks to China.
Right, so we got news yesterday that the leopard had eaten the bait, and we came this morning and confirmed that he came back.
This cat left at 8 o'clock this morning, hour and a half ago.
Dad.
Yeah, remember I said we can't come here early.
That job, and just one of my pieces actually fresh.
8 o'clock this morning this cat left. So hopefully he'll be back here in good time this evening.
Hippo had to chase a hippo away from his tent. We built the blind, got everything sorted. We left and we went to an area quite far from there to shoot the rifle, make sure we're on, which we are, much to the tracker's enjoyment. I'm happy. You have the approval of the tracker now.
Yeah, it's going to
Say it's excellent. I'm good.
100%. Yeah, we agree with this one.
Are you going to do your sour patch things with these guys?
I was given one of these, what, Warhead's Extreme Sour Sweets, and no one told me how sour they were going to be. My mouth's even watering now. It was so bad, my eyes were watering so much I almost had to stop the car. Okay, come guys. You're not allowed to make a face. You know when you eat a lemon and you go like this? No, 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 no. Stand line here. One for you. Good. Don't open yet. One for you. And apple for you. Okay, in line, huh? Okay, open same time. Open. No, just twist on top. No. Not yet, wait. This side. Alright, On ready, steady, go.
Ya.
Failed.
Aku dah sedar itu. Dia buat lo kai.
Yeah, you can't
Can I pera?
Iya wes. Green.
Put it back.
Bukan gosip.
Sunny Boy and Adol are the two, and then this one is leader. Cheers. To Leopard in daylight, hopefully. And then we had some lunch, and we are now preparing to go and sit in the blind, and hopefully he comes in good time. We all dressed very warm. It is early, but it's better to have your stuff on than trying to fit it all when it's golden hour for leopard time. I don't know what Eric's thinking right now. I'm sure a lot's racing through his mind.
I'm excited. This is my first leopard. We've named him the Wizard because he's appeared and disappeared and appeared and disappeared. And so today we're after the Wizard. And yes, we came out and we measured the distance at 66 yards. So we came out and shot the rifle at 66 and are spot on. And so just want to make sure we do one good, clean kill shot so everybody goes home happy and safe tonight. And so we're looking forward to it. And the only thing we're requesting from York is that he shows it to us in the daylight. That has been our prayer from the beginning, and so it's all up to him. But either way we're excited, and it is bloody hot wearing Lon Johns. I can tell you that.
These guys say it's cold, so I'm hoping it at least cools off quickly. But thank you.
Zimbabwean cold is different.
So thank you, York. Thank you, Michelle and Buchanan Hunts. And so far the buffalo went well, and we're looking forward to the leopard.
Let's do this.
we had two prayers coming into this hunt. The first one is that we would have excellent footage of the Cape buffalo, that it wouldn't be just through the weeds and through the jess, as they call it, and that we would be able to get a good close-up view of Cape buffalo, and that certainly happened on day 2. And then the other was to see a leopard in the daylight. So we got in the blind about 3 o'clock. About 5 o'clock, a female leopard came in, and we watched her for almost 90 minutes around that bait, up the bait, down the bait, ate part of the bait, slept under the bait, and it was amazing. And every time she would look over her left shoulder, we're like, here comes the tom, here comes the tom. Well, we heard the tom growl on our left side of us. We heard him growl on the right side of us. We had a bull elephant come within about 20 yards, 25 yards of the blind. We could hear his stomach rumbling. We could hear him breathing. But it's amazing how quiet an animal that weighs 6 tons or however big they are can be. You could hear a little bit of grass swishing. You could hear him actually pulling the grass out of the ground and beating it to knock the dirt off of it, and putting it in his mouth and chewing it. That's how close he was to the blind. And then York said, get ready, he's here. Yes, and he'd pull it to him and take a bite out, and pull it to him and take a bite out. And the third time he took a bite out, York said, he's going to jump out of that tree. We need to take him. Well, we'd gone through all this shot placement conversations about where to put it through the front legs, make sure you knock off the opposite side shoulder, but never had discussed when his right forearm was completely extended. He said, put it right in the crease.
Can you take him under the armpit, break the other shoulder when you're ready? Reload. He's at the bottom. You hit him hard. Far away.
the arm up in the air because he said don't do that.
Yeah, it looked like he was about to go.
But he had that arm clear up there and he was rolled over. So I tried to put it straight through that.
To the opposite leg.
To the opposite leg. It turned him all the way around.
Yeah, it hit him hard. See, as that light came on, he wasn't worried because he had his head in the meat. Then when he realized about the light, you could see him looking at it.
I know, he kept turning back and looking at it.
And then he was about to jump out that he was like deciding, should I go or not? Well done, good people.
Oh, thank you, sir. No, I felt good about the shot. I just didn't know if I was too low because we just did not talk about taking that shot. So I just put it just below that crease, I thought.
No, I'm pretty sure he's dead. When they bite branches like that, that's pretty much a good sign.
Praise once you got to see a leopard in the daylight.
Yeah, right. You know what the problem was? The prayers. We didn't ask for the male to come in daylight.
I
said a leopard.
I didn't want to be greedy.
You've been so quiet. I don't know, like I looked there once.
From the guy who sneezed. Really? You got to look from the guy who sneezed.
I was a silent sneeze. I almost lost my eyes.
You thought you were one of those Sour Patch things again.
It felt like when my eyes had hit the bait and then come back.
So we called for the truck. We waited about 45 minutes. The truck came, we walked up, and no leopard. And he's like, that thing should be laying right here. That's when the adrenaline really started to pump a little bit. I was standing next to York. He had his gun and I had my gun, and we had our flashlights and the trackers were behind us. We started into the brush and we'd start about 10 yards in and back out and go to another place and go 10 yards in and back out.
Okay, coba dona apa? Ya rola punong. Pinoy dan so apa? Kanda uku? Kanda apa? Doon po ruti sa. Doon po lang ko. Kanda. Okay, so I'm moving trigger rope. We're just gonna go to the tree and look for blood. Okay, there's not much space in here for everyone. Just hold back for a little bit, we're just sunny. Shh, shh. Stand still.
Went to the third place, went about 10 yards in, and we heard a leopard growl. And he said that's really unusual. A leopard typically doesn't growl. A lion will growl, but a leopard typically just comes And he said it's right here in front of us.
Don't shoot me in the back, eh? Stop. There's blood here. Another upper. Yes. He was watching us. Hey! He was about to get up. Right here, on the path for us. Okay, just come next to me, Eric. Hey! Just come, Eric. Oh. He was on the path waiting for us. He was about to jump up. Just watch him. Just stand. Just wait. You blew his shoulder out. Exactly how you wanted to. Just watch him. Kill him. They tough. Just watch. Mirai, guys.
He leaned just a little bit. Then he pulled up his 4.58 and went boom. I mean, totally shocked everybody. And our leopard was laying about 5 or 6 yards in front of us.
Well done, buddy. That was intense.
I'd broken both front shoulders and blew the front part of his lungs out. But they, again, are tough animals. And he said if he'd had his front end, he would have been able to come. But he didn't, so that's why he was probably growling. But I'm sure it was nerve-wracking for Deb sitting in the truck. and it was nerve-wracking going into the bush after a wounded leopard, but all's well that ends well, and then the celebration began. Well, that was interesting.
Old cat. Well done, big guy. Congratulations. No, your shot was perfect.
You say so.
Came off the shoulder like you wanted. Good job, sir.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Sunny boy, thank you.
Well done, guys. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
We were lucky you didn't jump up, honestly.
Yeah.
Alright, everyone make safe, please. This direction. Exactly. A little bit low. Anyway, let's Sunny. Manyam tura akana tutakura so. I don't want to get too much blood on the skin, otherwise it's gonna be tough to get it off. Well done, sir. Okay. You good?
Andale.
All right, sir. Let's bring him here, Eric. Right there.
Right here?
Yeah. Well done, sir. Again.
He was dead, he just didn't know it.
He did not know it. Hey.
Bet you were. So was I.
Was he in the tree?
No.
Okay. I saw a light in the tree.
He was just on the ground. Hit him right here and blew that opposite shoulder clear off.
Hey, well done, guys. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. What do you think of that, Deb?
They're tough animals. He growled at us.
He did.
You hear it?
Which is let us know. I mean, but there was no blood.
I'm not so cheap. Mama told her, "Ande pam sur." I don't jump up from sur quick. Sure. Kera wounded. I never ever quit the ridge. Went up safe. Because door time right. When you growled, I was like, "Oh, Bobby, here we go."
He's like, and everybody went, woo! Okay, who threw the elephant turd and
That
hit the tree
right
he hit the tree in front of us. He goes,
Made me
boing, wee!
literally almost ricocheted into me and I almost pooped myself.
That was fun.
Right, well, we finished, you saw earlier, we finished up packing up lunch and then built the blind. And we sat at about 3:15. We were sitting and everyone was quiet. And there was an elephant that was playing in the field below us that was not too far off, which we were hoping that he wasn't going to come and chase us out the blind, which thank goodness he never. Anyway, the female came in at what, about 5 o'clock?
5 o'clock, yeah.
About there. And she was just so relaxed and that sun was on her, it was stunning, Eric. And then, yeah, she fed for a bit, it got dark, she fed, carried on feeding, and then she disappeared. And then we heard the male quite far off, and then slowly he started making his way towards us, heard him again, and the next minute we heard him growling with the female, and then he jumped in the tree, and then I'm going to let Mr. Eric carry on with the rest of the story.
Yeah, I mean, we could hear him and the missus making new leopards, and then all of a sudden he said, "Are you ready?" and you could hear him just tearing that meat, could just ripping it off. I don't know if it was clawing it or pulling it with his teeth or what. And the light slowly came on, and he had his right paw up on it, and he just would never bring that paw down. He just kept pulling the meat to him, and he'd tear off chunks with his mouth. And then he turned and he looked at the light, and York said, shoot him in that crease. And so we had never talked about shooting one with its right leg up. He said, make sure that both legs are down. And so I tried to put it right in the armpit and blew him clear out of the tree. He landed on the ground and spun around and laid there. And then he went off, and we could hear him growling and biting sticks. And then we heard a big exhale. And he said, those are all good signs. He's dead right there. Well, we called the truck, and everybody came down, and we started in, and no cat. And
no blood.
And no blood. And we're like, there has to be blood. We know we hit him.
We looped around, went back to the tree.
We looped around, went back to the tree, and then we went down into this little ravine and started following it. And then we had blood. And then we heard a low growl.
Yeah.
And we heard it growling, and he said, it's right here in front of us, and we were throwing sticks and stuff at it, and it never growled again. And I got right beside York, and we took 2 steps, and the cat was laying right in the middle of the path that we were standing on, about
not far,
6
maybe
yards
at least. Yeah.
And he popped him again, and here's our cat. And we looked at my shot placement. My shot placement was good.
Yeah, you did exactly what you needed. Break the opposite shoulder.
He was dead on his feet. We blew this shoulder off on this side, and these are tough animals. As you saw in the Cape Buffalo video, they're tough. And so, but here we are. That's the 2 things that I really came for. But now we have other things on the list.
Now we have some more.
Happy Independence Day, and 4th of July in the U.S., and we celebrated it with those fireworks. So thank you to Dalton and York Safaris. Thank you, Scotty, for everything, all the video, and just being there and your advice. He's certainly a calming effect. And Michelle Buchanan for Buchanan Hunts, and obviously my wife Debbie for being right by my side through this whole thing and doing this with me. So we look forward to the rest of this safari and the rest of the animals that we're going to take. And certainly proud of this cat. The wizard, we came for the wizard and we got him.
Well done, Eric. Good job. Thanks, team. Well done, guys.
Relax. Relax.
I heard it. Eh, have to cook. But I am a twin.
You got it. His shoulders okay?
Yes.
No injured.
Okay, this one doesn't look like it moves very good.
You had to remember last time. Your right shoulder.
Let's do this.
Like this. And I'll show them that. Hey. Right.
Yeah, the one.
Yeah, you know what?
One and
No, we don't. Next. Oh, it's on the yeah. I'm done, Mama.
thank you. Good to roll. Yeah. From here to here. We are after a dinosaur, my friend.
T-Rex.
Look at that thing. Heads on. The best plan to use a nyama apa. Because he's going to come back the same place. They like the same place. You probably find that he's one of those crocs that likes that afternoon time. What else, boy? Aba? Should go Aba? Yeah. Huh? We're trying to look and see if the croc's come out to the bait, and if it has, we'll try and make it approach. Otherwise, we'll see if there's any zebra for Miss Debbie and see how we go. Come on, lift your head. Nice big. Yeah, the big one in the says there's 3. The one on the far come behind me. Yeah. Okay, you want to hit him on the point of his shoulder whenever you're ready. Now, dead center of the shoulder. Well done. Very nice Warthog. Good job.
Thank you, thank you. I didn't know we were going to do that.
That's what's nice about Africa. Really nice. Well done.
Cool.
Hey, he's all there. Well done. Job.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Perfect shot. Look at that. Nice.
Cool. What a nasty.
Nasty but beautiful, eh?
Yeah. Awesome. So the sunset was just incredible. So we're just casually walking along, you know, seeing these warthogs, and York turns around and says, "You want a warthog?" And I was totally flabbergasted because so I turned to Eric. I said, "Can we get a warthog?" So he says, "Sure." So anyway, it was just hilarious because like I said, I'm all about the predators. Warthog's technically not a predator, but you know, I love shooting things like that. So anyway, I got up on the sticks and had to wait forever and a day. He had found a very special root in the bottom and was just working away at it. Took a long time for him to finally turn broadside, but finally got a shot at him just right before sunset, and I think the footage on that is going to be incredible. Just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful colors. But
So this old warthog boar has gone through some wars in his life. Apart from getting old, he's had a run-in with poachers' traps, and you can see here he's got an old snare, an Omay bangle, we call him, but it's healed over nicely. He would have been fine, but it's the ones that you don't find that have been caught and carried out of you.
thank you.
I told Zito, I said, uh-oh, boom!
I had no idea we were going to get. I thought he said no warthogs.
I know, he said that
but
before.
he said
no.
old boars. So
Okay. Well,
yeah,
you got an old boar,
I got
and
an
then
old
you got
boar.
the pig too.
You hit it off.
I'm going to start. No, we went out and checked the croc setup tonight, and nothing was happening there. And so we're driving back and driving through the valleys looking for zebra or anything that the bush would provide. And we'd seen a waterbuck out here this morning, and he went off into the woods before we could get a shot at him. So we're walking up here, and I'm thinking waterbuck the whole time. Waterbuck. And we saw a few. We saw some cows, and waterbuck, and I'm looking for the waterbuck, and all of a sudden he says warthog, and I'm like, okay, because he has said the whole time we're not shooting warthogs because we're trying to let them repopulate. He's like, oh no, but we shoot big boars. I'm like, oh cool.
Then we jumped to it.
So there was 3 out here, and just like with the impala, the one I want is standing facing me. So I have to wait and wait and wait. The one on the left goes directly behind him, of course, so I have no shot. And finally he kind of turns quartering to, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to take this guy out. And just as I get ready to go, he turns broadside, and I took him out.
Straight away. You did a perfect job.
That was
Nice
fun.
old boar.
Thank you.
Good
Thank
job.
you.
Absolute pleasure. Well done.
I'm excited about this one. Didn't expect this one, so that's cool.
Extra bonus.
Extra bonus. So thank you. So thank you, Michelle. You're gonna laugh at this one.
Well, it's the long-awaited tuskless elephant hunt. We just have come across a bunch of tracks. We've been kind of figuring out which block they're in, and we came across a young bull, and now we're getting ready to go down this trail after the herd. We did stop at a fishing village this morning, and they said that they were behind the village and would love for us to go get one, and so that's what we're going to do. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. You see him? It's a poacher. Got got down to the lake shore and the guys got really, really excited. And down in the distance, we saw a guy walking with a meat pole, and they said, he's a poacher, we need to go after him. So the next several minutes were them trying to track this poacher.
He was coming from the far side. He obviously stopped there to drink water. And because we thought he was going to come along the edge here. So we went around, but he obviously came behind us.
Yeah, we saw him come up through that little ravine.
He'll cross through here soon. He's going straight to the village. I'll send our team later. Being chased by elephant.
Better him than us.
What's that? He's too right under this tree, but it's not there.
So later that day, we ran into another herd of elephants as we were coming onto the floodplain. 2 of them had been caught in snares, and so their trunks were half separated. They were healed again, but just the animals that we saw. Debbie's warthog had been in a snare, still had a snare around its leg. We found a dead bull buffalo that had a snare around its neck, and it had died. Just the snare poacher problem, even though they have such a strong anti-poaching presence around here, has been incredible.
Quite small. It's fixed. Very nice. Thought there was something wrong with it.
I shouldn't be able to see the barrel.
You put on 1 power.
Well, that's true. I've never had 1 power before.
Beaky. Yeah, she's a bit too small.
Yeah, but it's got that snare on its trunk.
Snares come off.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, snares off. It's healed.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
No, want one a bit bigger than that one.
Okay, no, that's fine.
So if we were to shoot one, we'd go back on the road, come in from that side, and have them walk onto us. Your scope's okay.
God, I've never had it on one.
That's perfect. the temple bones. Yeah. Then just to the right, you'll see the ear hole. Remember, take your time. Can you see the zygomatic arch?
Yes.
Where that liquid is?
Yeah.
You're gonna go up and to the right. Can you see the ear hole? With all the air?
Yep.
Just in front of the ear hole, between that liquid and the ear hole, and up in that depression.
Okay.
When you're ready. Wait.
Oh.
Just wait. Back up. Between the eyes,
4 inches.
right in the middle of the eyes, where she's blocked with a stick.
Yeah, there's a big stick.
Get ready for a side brain. Can you see the side brain? Wait,
Right there.
wait.
Nope.
2 inches above the eyes.
Ready?
Yeah.
Reload. That was a perfect brain shot, you see? Okay.
Another one?
Go over, wait. She's gonna go over and then we're gonna come this way, come with me. Everyone come around.
Okay, yeah, sorry. Yep,
In fact, there.
right there.
The front of that lump.
That was a nice tuskless hunt. Congratulations. Perfect frontal brain. Well done, my friend.
He didn't let you in on the action this time.
That's what I prefer. Well done. Good job. That was excellent. That couldn't have worked out any better. Just keep an ear open for these ones.
Excellent. Good shot.
That was pretty intense right there.
Davey, well done.
My mouth didn't go dry on the buffalo or the leopard, but it went pretty dry when she turned and started walking down this path. To admit, I thought I was pretty calm during the whole process, but when Scotty came up to ask me questions, I couldn't say a word because my mouth was so dry. And it was just an incredible experience getting to take a genetically inferior animal out of the gene pool. Again, starting this safari, I wasn't even sure I wanted to do it.
Well, we have to thank Scotty for this one.
Scotty, thank you very much for losing your microphone earlier this morning. And we had to come back and look for it. We have literally been to this point 8 times, 6 times for sure, and have never seen an elephant. We came out here and there were, I think there were 14 or 15 in this bunch. There was a bull and then there was 6 as we came out, all on this beach this time. So thank you, Scotty. And didn't have much of a leopard party because we got in at 1:30, but we're going to have a tuskless party tonight.
2 Mountain Dews?
2 Mountain Dews, baby.
I'll make up for you. Well done again, sir. Good job. Perfect frontal brain. Excellent. Couldn't have worked out better.
And look how she sat. I mean, that's incredible.
So you'll see when you hit her,
her back legs went down and her head threw up. That's telltale of perfect frontal.
Okay.
And then brain shot when the blood comes out the ear like that. Good job.
Wow. That was incredible. That was incredible. Thank you, Michelle. You told me to do a tuskless, and I was like, I don't know. And then you said you'll feed all the villagers, and they'll call for meat, and they'll call for meat. And so we decided that we were going to do the tuskless more for humanitarian reasons, but I can't say that now. Thank you.
Well done, guys.
Congratulations, sweetheart. That was pretty cool.
You got the reporter, you got to see everything.
Yeah.
I never prayed for an elephant in the open, but my gosh.
Yeah, that was cool.
So we had seen 18, 19, and 14 more. Are you serious?
I know.
33 elephants, and I don't know, there might have been more than 14 here.
Yeah.
I counted 14 at one point.
Yeah.
So this now is to claim your elephant. Back in the day when the hunters used to shoot the elephants, they'd cut the tail for ownership, and then they'd go and carry on, and then if another group of hunters came and found the elephant, they knew that it was taken, yeah.
Like it being dead in the middle of the path wasn't enough?
No.
Okay.
With a bullet hole in its head.
Right. Had this brand new knife, and I used it on the buffalo one, so I haven't gotten it sharp yet.
Almost there.
So my friend Roger Manning is a knife maker, and he has built me several knives. And I told him when we decided to go after the tuskless, I was going to bring one of his knives. He's 84 now. He doesn't make them anymore. And
you're almost there. There you go. Well done.
That's not Roger's fault.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good job. Thanks, all cool.
And it has white in it. They said that's very rare and a sign of a very, very old elephant. So.
Yeah, she's a big old girl.
There we go. I never envisioned that I'd want to do this, and sure glad we did. And now getting to see all the villagers enjoy the meat, and over here the people are just protein starved, and they just, every time we go through a village, they all run out and call for meat and ask for meat and wave and want meat, and very, 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 very happy right now, very ecstatic.
You see now, there's plain Tuskless here, you know.
Chocolate for you! Chocolate for you!
Thank you.
Here's Tuskless for you.
Okay, so this morning we started off with the plan on checking for elephant and zebra, and we didn't find much zebra or anything else, so we carried on to a place called Bilo, where we found information of elephant in the area, and we did a few stalks, got up on them, didn't find any tuskless. We ran into a poacher carrying meat, which we tried to get, but he unfortunately slipped ahead of us and got out. And then we carried on coming back to check our crocodile, which was not there. Had some lunch, and then we were coming back to look for our cameraman's microphone, and we started seeing a lot of elephant. We found a young tuskless. Shame she had a snare on her trunk, or had been on her trunk, but it's fallen off and healed. And then we carried on and we looked down the floodplain and we saw a bunch of other elephants, so we decided to get off and go and have a look, as they're quite far. And then you guys can carry on the rest of the story from your side.
Yeah, really interesting. Day 6, we'd only seen one elephant up until this point. I think there were at least a minimum of 14 elephants in this pod, which made 32 or 33 elephants we saw today.
Yeah.
We have been to this point virtually every day of the hunt, except one, the day we went after the leopard, and have yet to see an elephant from here. And today it was covered in elephants. And I don't know, we came I don't know, 3/4 of a mile down the beach through the trees and came out into this opening, and they were feeding just to our, just to my left out here on the floodplain. So we got to see them up close, and were able to pick out the Tuskless, and we had a side brain shot at about 40 yards. I was just getting ready to take it, and she stepped into the brush and literally walked around and started coming straight down this path. And we were 16 steps. And he said 2 inches above the eye. And I said, what happened to 4? He said 2. And fortunately made a good shot, and she dropped right in her tracks and literally never moved. This is where she dropped, and we were very fortunate. This was something that we had talked about, had not talked about doing, and then Michelle with Buchanan Hunts and York talked about being able to take a tuskless elephant out, and we're in a campfire area, and it helps feed the fishermen and the villages around here, all the farmers, and helps keep them in meat. So hopefully cuts down on poachers. Like you said, we chased a poacher this morning. That was interesting. Never done that. Of course, I've never shot a tuskless before either. And so here we are. The villagers are on their way, and let the process begin. Thank you, Scotty. Sun is going down. Thank you, Buchanan Hunts. Certainly thank Dalton and York, and certainly York and Jito and Mombasa and the whole team, and our game scouts and everyone else. It's just been fantastic.
Okay, so we shot our Tuskless yesterday. We did quite a bit of the recovery and skinning last night, and then this morning we got the local fishing village, which is called Nyakatanda, up the flay here, and then all the men and some women have come to collect the rest of the meat. So shortly we'll start cutting it up and distributing meat, and then a lot of the other meat has gone to the village already this morning with our anti-poaching vehicle. So it does get a bit chaos at the end when there's a few pieces left, but hopefully it all goes well this morning. So let's see what happens.
Then met the villagers there the next morning, and what a production that was. There was probably 250 people there, and the villagers helped cut up the elephant, and we were able to distribute meat, and just the people were so happy and so appreciative and so grateful that it was actually probably one of the highlights of the entire safari.
Saw some zebra cross the road in front of us. So York and I and Scotty jumped off the truck and headed up the mountain. And unlike New Mexico, where we have malpai rocks that are somewhat jagged and holy and gnarly, they have
Moon rocks.
moon rocks. Very, very difficult to walk in. But the first 2/3 of the mountain, wasn't too bad. We're chasing these zebra up the side of the mountain. Got to the top. We'd seen some sable tracks along the way, and the zebra had gone on over the top and off into the distance. I was kind of looking to see, again, what the bush would provide, and came across some more sable tracks.
He said, Eric, get up here,
Yeah.
sable. Which sable is a dream animal for mine. I had never even seen one in the wild up until this point, but just pictures of them and watching them, man, I couldn't wait to get a sable. And we had talked about it, and we'd come across some sable tracks. He's like, Eric, get up here. So I creep right up next to him, and he goes, there's a giant bull down here. And I got super, super excited. And then he goes, we're not going to shoot it. I thought he was kidding. And he goes, it's a breeding bull. And as we were watching these sable, it was beautiful. It was magnificent. We were 170 yards from this whole herd of sable. There were little ones, there were females, there was a young bull, and then this majestic creature. He said he was probably 43, 45 inches, he said, which is a giant for Zimbabwe. And he said, but the last time he found this herd 3 years ago, there were 7 animals in it, and now there's 19. And so it's all part of the conservation, and it's something that you need to understand if you're going to come and hunt in this part of the world. You are to take mature animals that are outside the breeding cycle, no matter how painful it may be. And so we watched this sable for a half hour, and it was magnificent.
Well done, sir. Thank you for your efforts in conservation. He will live another day and breed more. Right, let's carry on looking for these disco donkeys. That is our sniper lady. Yes. Well done. Beautiful. Well done.
Oh,
very good. What a stalk,
tough.
Eh?
That was tough. Wow.
You did it.
Oh my goodness.
Up in the hills and everything was just awesome.
And so
eh?
much brush. that was
You got
hard.
to try and pick a target, and then that's why I said just go behind the shoulder if you can. And then
I was going to shoot through the brush that one time because I thought I knew where but never having taken one before, I was like, I don't know.
rather go just behind than where there's no brush. This branch was direct. These were on his shoulder exactly.
Yeah.
So you snuck it just behind.
Yeah.
Well done. Well done, Miss Lady.
Awesome. I
Just
pulled it
the
to the
nice
right
old
just a little
stallion
bit.
we want.
Because I was aiming here, but I pulled it to the right just a little bit.
Did the job.
Yeah.
Thank you, boy. Well done.
Right on the sergeant's stripe like you're supposed
Yep.
to, but he was telling you. I know.
But there was not much to go on. This was just a little bit of beach.
Yeah.
Well done.
Well, they were so elusive. I think that's the thing that intrigued me about him. I mean, it wasn't, I guess in my mind I had pictured walking out to a water hole and sniping one, but this was a hunt, so they made me run up the side of the mountain just to show Eric sable, and then we found one. Same herd, right?
Yeah, we think.
Yeah. No, but that was cool. That was cool. Walked out onto the floodplain. I wasn't real interested in a water buck. Eric loves the water buck, but I wasn't real interested in a water buck. Did our usual evening walk, and of course saw lots of impala and the water bucks. But we were looking at some water buck from a point on rocks, and the jury's still out on whether Zito or Eric saw the bushbuck first, but there was a bushbuck down underneath the water buck, right in front of a rock.
Wait, he's not a good angle. Just wait for him. Try take him again. That hit him. Muzzle brakes. Hiya.
Did I clear miss him the first time?
The first time, yeah. It looked like it went under. Good second shot.
You bullshit. You never know. You're full of shit.
His ass.
Very, very well done on a beautiful old bushbuck ram. Good job.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good spotting, my man. You were like under the rock. I'm like, what?
Everybody was watching a water buck.
See how beautiful he is.
Oh, look at that.
Old and heavy. Check out his shape. His ears all torn up.
Yeah, boy, he is.
All this fighting.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Nice shot.
Great second shot.
I can't believe he went as far as he did.
Yeah, no, what a beautiful, beautiful animal. I was thrilled with the bushbuck. They are just, spotted, and again, he was an old guy. Lots of battle scars.
Oh, battle scarred.
So, yeah, that was pretty cool. So we've just been on a golden hour walk. We're busy all day with the zebra, and anyway, so we were walking, and we saw impala after impala and warthog after warthog. Saw a few water buck, cow and calf, and then several bulls, but they weren't shooters.
No.
And we came over this little hill here, and like York said, there was some discussion and debate about who saw the bushbuck first, whether the trackers did or Mr. Eric did. I don't know. I have a tendency to believe the trackers. Just saying.
Sorry, buddy.
History does not bode in your favor. So anyway, he was what, 185? Is that what you said the first time?
176.
176, and didn't use the right line in the rifle, but I made a good second shot, which has always been my challenge, is that follow-up shot. So I was pretty tickled with that. Anyway, rolled him, and He's a beautiful old buck. Man, he's got scars everywhere. His ears split, but he's got this cool racing stripe down the back and beautiful spots on his hip. Yeah, just a beautiful, beautiful little animal. I mean, just a cool old buck.
Yeah, beautiful. They're stunning. Nice worn down horns, beautiful shape. Well done.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank
Well done,
you,
Mr. Eric.
Dalton and York. Thank you, Michelle and Buchanan Hunts. It's been awesome. Thank you, dear.
Yeah, that's my love.
For pretending to spot him.
Yes, that one.
And then trying to bribe the trackers with chocolates.
That's right. No.
Is that what was going on in the background?
Yes. No chocolate for you.
Why is my bribery in the chocolate? You like border post.
What do you guys have to say?
Yeah?
What do you have to say?
We are waiting for chocolates.
Waiting for chocolate. Morning, not the best, but these sunset.
No, these sunsets are stunning.
Croc 4, Hunters 0.
I think more than 4.
We've had 4 stocks on him. We've seen him. I can't tell you how many times.
Yeah.
But this one's the golden ticket right here.
Yeah, let's hope so. So we've just seen him at the back of the hill where we were yesterday. We have impala to our left, more crocs and birds to our right. So we're running the gauntlet. See if this works out.
We actually had a stalk on him the night before, and we worked our way all around the birds, crept up over the ridge, and a group of ram impala were standing there looking at us and ran right down the hill right to him, pushed him into the water, and he literally went 6 feet off the shore and laid his head there and laid it there for 90 minutes. And then it just got too dark to shoot. We worked our way around a group of impala, we worked our way around the birds, and we crept up over the ridge, and York just freezes and he says, hippos. And there were 2 hippo standing feeding not 10 yards in front of this croc that was sunning itself, and he goes, we're screwed. And the one hippo kind of sensed something was wrong and walked into the water, and he said, your hippo's gone, or your croc's gone. And then the other hippo went in the water and the croc never moved. So we crept into position. We were 75 yards.
It looks like him, but I need to see the teeth.
And he goes, I'm not sure if this is him. And he goes, he's a giant croc, but I don't know if it's him. I don't know if it's him. We must have been there for 10 or 15 minutes. And finally he said, Eric, I'm 90% sure it's him. I said, 90% is good enough for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold it, hold it.
Okay, I'm going down. Just on the top of the shoulder there. Take your time. Very nice croc, my friend.
Wow.
Good job, buddy.
Thank you.
That's a big croc.
Thank you.
Well done. Excellent.
Smile, shiny point.
Hey! Tawin. I am Tumba.
He's like, I'm not sure, I'm not sure, I'm not sure, I'm not sure. I think I'm 90%.
Eating fish from the nets. See, because also the sun's this side, so he looked a lot darker from that side. So I was like, but ours was a bit more yellow. Why is he so black on that side? I was like, oh, it's a big croc. This one's just broken in a fight. Here's the other one like that one. Well done, sir. Good job. Perfect. Exactly. Perfect.
Yeah, I could see that, and that's what I was aiming, just to the left of that man.
Check how their brain breathes, eh?
The thing that I'm happiest about is we saw, I think it was day 2. I'll have to go back and look at my notes.
Day 2, yeah.
We saw him on day 2.
Warm beer.
And we have forgone all other crocs trying to get him. He was on that side of the bay, and then he was over on state land, and he was over here, and then, oh my goodness, and then he was over there when we first started stalking, and then he ended up over here. You could see that net on that side, but we're on that side, so you couldn't see the net. And
the shadow from the sun made him look darker.
He's like, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. And I said, how sure are you? And after about 10 minutes, he said 90%. I said, that's good enough. So,
check that feet.
Man, oh man. But just shot a giant crocodile. I mean, I just can't believe how big this thing is. I never having shot one before, but
Biggest one you ever shot.
it's the biggest one I ever shot. I said that a lot on this trip. So we had some fishermen paddle their boats over. They had seen us on the shore, and they had actually lost a couple of friends in that area like 10 days or 2 weeks before that. And they said that that croc has terrorized people in that area for a long time. Now, how they knew it was that croc, I don't know, but it made us feel really good about that as well.
Right, well, we're in the home of the hippo, and we're going to go and try and find a big bull. We found one this morning that was chasing a younger bull, which is quite interesting.
That was fun.
And we've had our National Geographic piece this morning, so now we are out to do what we are here to do. I get to this little ridge. They're just over the back of that. Yeah. See this one broadside? I'm not gonna get any closer. So you see there's 3 standing. 1, 2, 3. The third one.
in that triangle. When you're ready. Reload. Beautiful shot. Debbie, just wait. Okay, both of you get up. Let's walk up quickly. There's a nice hippo, my friend.
No, there's a lot of hippos out there.
Oh no, there's a lot. And crocodiles. In the next, two have just swum out of there. Queen of Sibilobilo, her full body is like that. We've had a few clients want to shoot her and we've said nope. She's the queen of the river. Leave her.
Debbie, come here, hurry up.
Take it right. It's cold. Don't get wet, it'll be a long cold ride home.
Well, it was knee deep on me, waist deep on Lord.
Neck deep on Debbie. Okay. Congratulations on a very nice hippo. Well done. Good job. Good shooting. All fresh fighting scars, eh?
Hippo. Hippo. Well done, boss. Well done.
Where the bottom is big body, eh?
This was the one you saw from over there?
Yes.
Said he was.
Oh, I think. I mean, they were moving around so much.
Yeah. Look at that.
Very nice. Well done.
The neck on that thing.
Better than being in the water and trying to deal with a boat and all these hippo. You need to, I don't know, smoke weed or do something.
Yeah.
He's been in the fights, eh?
Is that pretty normal?
Yeah, yeah. The bulls fight a lot. Okay, well, we left this morning. We got our croc yesterday, sorry. And this morning the plan was to check our hyena bait and civet baits. The hyena didn't come for some strange reason. And then we carried on to come to a place called Sibilobilo River. We got here, there were a few hippo in the water. Saw a big bull fighting, trying to chase a younger bull off. And then we started spotting these hippo coming out about an hour ago. Eh? And we did a stalk, got up to a little ridge at the back here, and we found this big bull. And I'll let Eric tell the rest of the story.
Yeah, I mean, we've literally seen hippos everywhere we go, all the time. I don't know that we were necessarily saving this for last, but we really wanted the meat to go to the villages. And so after we've gotten everything else, we targeted the hippo. And like he said, we crawled up on this ridge. We were at exactly 100 yards. And we had a side shot. And then he literally turned 90 degrees and faced us and put it in that little V. And this is where he dropped. And now we're getting ready to go ahead and skin him out and give all the villagers, as maybe you can see behind you here in a minute, they're ready to go and we're ready to feed them. And that was the secondary purpose of this hunt, but certainly a very valuable one as well. So looking forward to them having all this protein.
Thanks, Eric. So the reason why we cut the tail off is because there's an old tradition that the villagers believe that if you don't chuck the tail back to the water, it will create a drought year. So we're already in a drought year. I'm not going to say that some hunter didn't chuck his tail back, but we would rather chuck the tail back. And beautiful extra side video footage here of,
and that's what he thought of that deal.
Him finishing his last. I'm going to try to get under that last piece here.
Finish that little bit in there. Throw him back.
And back to the river.
Thank you. Very good.
Well, we had a good day today. We got a hippo bull on land, which is what we wanted originally. And then tonight we have a few baits that we put out for hyenas and small cats and jackal and stuff. The hyena didn't come last night, but tonight we're going to go and try and call and maybe bump a civet or something along the way. And it'll be our last night in Mackenzie camp, and then tomorrow we move over to main camp. And we'll carry on with the nighttime critters and a gracebuck hopefully and some other things, and then look in the hills for a sable.
I'm excited about the sable, and anytime you can legally hunt at night, I'm all for that. So off we go.
I've got my revenge set on the dog family. So
Spotted dog.
Yeah, so that's what I'm.
Or jackal.
Or jackal. Yep.
Excellent. Let's do it. Handle.
Zima. Zima. Let's go. You did? Okay, well done. You have a lot of bullets in there. Jackal.
Right. One critter. And maybe two on the water.
Our plans for today is we just got Scotty shipped off back home, take care of his wife, and we're headed to the Omay camp and get settled. And I think they're talking about hyenas over the elephant that was shot near camp. Also looking for a baboon, and then the next couple of days looking for a sable.
Very nice. Very nice.
Back from the shower and the toilet. And the shower, just let it run for about 10 minutes because the donkey bowl is quite far from the back. So it does take time to get.
Okay. This is awesome.
Then there's
Yes,
plug
beautiful.
points. You can use your hair dryer.
Awesome. That would be cool.
We'll see you shortly.
As soon as they're getting old,
They go.
those younger birds come through and they push them out or kill them.
So obviously Eric's dream animal was a sable, and we are near-ish where we got the leopard, and as we had driven down to get the leopard, York had made the comment that the Badlands often had, he'd seen sable up there, so you know, if time allowed or whatever, why we could go hike the Badlands and see if we could find a sable. So the first morning we're here, Eric says, let's do the Badlands.
It was bad. And there was a lot of land.
It was a lot of land. We are ready.
What are we about to do?
Well, we are.
Do we need to draw up the papers now? Or,
I don't know. My wife said.
I forgot to get you to sign indemnity.
I thought
We can't do this walking.
I thought that's what you guys were signing in the little book right there. The last will and testament.
No indemnity.
We are getting ready to take a hike to the top of this ridge, which nobody is very excited about, but there's supposed to be sable up top. So we're going to go give it a try, and York says it's a pretty good climb, so we'll see what happens.
Mountain goats of the Omay. Showing the clip springers how it's done.
Yeah.
When I was a young warthog.
Does look like Lion King rock, doesn't it?
He's
Zimbabwean monk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's channeling his inner sable right now. This is an elephant scratching post. I think it was about 12 miles that we hiked, and according to the Garmin watch, it was 183 stories worth of stairs that we climbed elevation wise. Got up there, saw some beautiful country, no sable. We did find some bush pig tracks next to an oasis, which would have been interesting. Had never seen a bush pig. And in the middle of all this, at the top of the world, were 2 elephants. And so it was quite the hike, and York was very complimentary. He said he's rarely had anybody that would go that high.
2 old farts didn't do
Two old farts didn't do too bad, so that made us feel good. So that mountain behind you, and the next 3 on the other side of it, 11 miles. And we got to the top, and Gito and York started arguing. And Gito kept saying, we're lost. And York said, I am the best guide in Zimbabwe. We are not lost. And Gito said, yes, but I actually think we're in Zambia at this point.
There's that.
Good to be drinking again.
Good to be drinking again, yes. So we've been after a hyena for a couple of nights without success in the Mackenzie camp. We're now here in the Omay camp, and they've been having one come into camp and harass the help and steal stuff from the skinning shed. And so we are doing a nuisance hunt for tonight and getting ready to set up some bait over here and clearing a path where we can walk down quietly when they start feeding tonight.
Like a lollipop. Lollipop for hyena.
Gogo. Makora. No problem. Tonan. Old granny. This is from a very rude elephant. It seems to be what they love to do. They walk on the road and they pull everything in the road. Roadblock. In the guts. Should go down. If he stops and you get another shot there. Old stumpy boy.
And so we've been in Omay 1 camp now here for 3 days. It's been marvelous. Got a baboon. There are thousands of baboons. I mean, I don't even say hundreds. I mean thousands of baboons. Last night we just took a nature ride around. We saw 29 elephants just not a half mile here from camp. And we're just hanging out waiting for hyena. We've had them behind the camp a couple nights now. They come in at varied times. Obviously it's a predator, so it's on Debbie's list. And so hopefully we close out the books tonight on our last night with a hyena.
Yes.
That's on for you. Go.
Exciting, eh? That was intense. The bastards almost took my speaker. Several times. You can't make me laugh when we're trying to be quiet. It was so funny though. I took video of them on here. I was getting irritated. I was like, no, don't run off. I've just bought that speaker. Careful from going left and right. Go in front. Yeah, I'm just like, come over to me. Where? The front.
Stayed over there.
Yeah, it's national park. Sorry.
Yep.
Oh, closer.
Well, you're close behind me. Just missed. Sad luck.
Win some, you lose some.
Yep, it was good fun, man.
Ah, fuck. Son of a bitch. Check where he bit the tree. Stupid.
Well, the speaker's got a story.
Yeah.
Sit down. Hey. We will learn if a JBL is hyena proof. Not looking like it.
Oh yeah.
Look at that.
By JBL. All the way. Hyena proof. Amino Africa proof.
It's interesting, isn't it? I mean, they really haven't been in here.
Check out that bit the side, the savage. Look at that. Cub. Hey? Check the tooth mark there. Aga uya ni naro. Hey. Una muti paga rumah. Una. Go jumper.
That's where I shot her.
Bit that whole thing out. Check out the tooth there.
And I shot her right there. So
All this is from him biting the tree. Check it.
Check
the tooth there.
Pulled it and
Stupid.
You know, I have to, from my first impressions of York when we met him at the Dallas show in 2021 was nothing but impressive. He shook my hand, he doffed his hat to my wife, he asked what we were interested in, and we began talking, and he said, asked Debbie if she was planning on hunting, and she said, if the truck is rolling, I plan to be on it. And he said, that's wonderful, and he spent the next 35 to 45 minutes talking to her about what to expect. He said, you've been to Africa, I want her to feel comfortable. And we knew right then that he was the guy that we wanted to go with, and got to meet him again this year at Dallas. And then the 6 months just flew by. He met us on the lake shore, and we spent the next 3.5 hours in the car ride to the Mackenzie camp, talking about expectations, talking about what we were looking for, what his plan was, and it couldn't have been any better. And so here we are at the end of the safari, having done everything that we wanted to do, and just amazing professional, amazing conversationalist, and his history in the hunting arena here in Zimbabwe and actually throughout Africa. We were 100% confident, and he kept saying how calm we were doing things like the leopard and the Cape buffalo and the tuskless elephant and our shooting ability, but it was primarily due to our confidence in him in those different situations. But we have just absolutely thoroughly enjoyed our time. Absolute thanks to obviously Dalton and York. York's taking off at 3 o'clock in the morning, driving to his next safari 11 hours from here. And
tomorrow we're going to go to the schools and distribute some things that we brought over to help the schools and the villagers.
We've got some clothes and some school supplies and some soccer balls, so we're looking forward to that. And last but not least, certainly Michelle from Buchanan Hunts. We just thank you for your expertise and wisdom and the ease in which you made this trip, and all the details from how much baggage and what to take and what airlines and what to bring has been so helpful. And then the setting up the meet and greets at the airport to walk us through all that. It made the trip seamless so far. So thank you for that, Michelle.